So you guys remember Power Core Combiners, right? It was this little group of the Generations line back in like 2010 that pretty much was trying to bring back combiners before Combiner Wars happened. And it kind of worked. Originally, the line consisted of two different types of packs. Either a 5-pack that came with a Scout class figure and 5 drones that didn't have any robot modes, or in 2-packs that came with a mini-con. I actually used to have some Power Core Combiners, if you guys remember from some of my older videos. I remember one of my favorites used to be Leadfoot, especially his mini-con. That thing was awesome. I kept that for a while. Don't know what happened to him, though. Maybe I'll get him back one day. But for now, I just got this figure in the mail, so let's talk about him. One of the original characters from this line that I'm glad to have. This is Power Core Combiner's Smolder. I'm going to start him off in vehicle mode just because I can. He's got like this ambulance type of shape, but it's a fire vehicle, which is interesting. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever seen something like this before, especially on a Decepticon. It's a nice little vehicle with some sweet orange translucent plastic up here for the light bar. Decent paint apps and opening here at the back, but it's fine, kind of. Really, this opening here at the back is the main gripe, because not only does it reveal the head back here, it also shows off the bright all-spark blue ports that we had for Power Core Combiners. Not sure why they didn't color code it to each figure. I mean, or at least make them black. But I mean, hey, I guess Allspark Blue isn't really that bad of a color. Now, Smolder here was one of the 2-packs, so obviously he came with a mini-con. This little guy is Chopster, and I am a big fan of how they made most of these mini-cons with clear plastic. I know clear plastic can be kind of a nightmare in some cases, but I never really had a problem with the other Power Core Combiner mini-cons that were clear plastic, so I'm fine with this. And with the peg up here being how it is and the port on him being how it is, it's kind of like Armada 2.0. Like seriously, look how well Starscream's minicons fits up there. And if there was one thing that was great about Armada, it was the minicons. Chopster's robot mode is actually kind of interesting. He goes from that axe type of thing to being a minicon with machine guns for hands. I don't know, I guess maybe some molded fists there would have been better. I don't know. I'm not going to be too picky about it. It's still a cute little dude. So yeah, not really a whole lot to talk about in his vehicle mode. So why don't we head over to his robot mode? And here we come to the robot mode, which also isn't that bad. Looks pretty nice in my opinion. He's even got a fire helmet up there on his head. That's kind of funny. Really, the main complaint I think people have besides the combiner chunks are the big shoulders that kind of hinder a bit of articulation. But even then, it can still get some pretty decent articulation. The only thing I feel he's really missing is a waist joint. But he's a Scout class figure, so we'll let him off for that. He's got another flip-up minicon port here on his chest, which is another good way to incorporate the minicon there. I mean, he's a Decepticon, so why wouldn't he use his little partner as a blast shield? Me personally, I'm never really going to use that, though. So if I ever want to get the minicon in on the action, I'll just make him an axe. That way it looks really nice. Now, the thing about the Scout class guys, like I mentioned before, is that they are combiner torsos. That's what all these Allspark Blue stumps are for. Give them a few turns and you make them into a... Well, most of the torsos in Power Core Combiners were very half-assed and thrown together. This guy's was no exception, and I'm not gonna get him into that mode because it looks bad. But here's something that you can do if you really wanted to. If you think that the head is too small on this guy, you can open up the chest and swap the heads from the original one to the combiner one, which that is a pretty decent looking head right there if I do say so myself, and some really good light piping as you can see. But now the argument can be made that this one's a little too big, so who can really tell you how to play with your toy? Because I'm not gonna. Me personally, I'll probably stick with the smaller head, but the option is there if you want it. And that's pretty much it for these guys. In my opinion, this is one of the better figures that came out of Power Core Combiners. And again, like I always say, it's good to have more Decepticons for your Classics collection. They always make more Autobots than Decepticons. But when you get an original character like this, it's nice to have. Especially if they come with a little partner minicon. So, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Thank you all very much for watching this video. I've been 01 Transfin D #1, and I'll talk to you all next time. Take it easy, guys.